Yes. Namaste, man. Gerald Peters, welcome back to the channel. Listen, so I've been riffing. I can't even fucking speak today. Today's Saturday, and you know what I say about the weekends. Weekends are for getting rich, not sitting on your fucking ass. This is the time for getting rich. You guys in your 20s, lazy fucks, this is the time that you go out and make that money. This is the time you go do the shit your dad can't do because he ain't got the stamina or the strength that you do, right? And you, young lady, you're not fucking exempt either. All you women out there need to be making your own way, stacking your own chips, trying to get that bag yourself, huh? You don't need to be waiting on some dude. Fuck these lazy motherfuckers. Go get that money yourself. The world is wide open, guys. There are no more gatekeepers. Anybody can come on YouTube or Instagram or sell shit or drive or do it. The world is open now. Real estate. It ain't like it used to be. You got money. You got a credit score. You don't need no fucking guru or course. You need to take your money and your credit score and your ass outside your house and get on that computer and find a fucking property and start walking them. It's not that hard. And that's what this book talks about. So I teach from this book. If you don't know, I have a podcast called The Science of Getting Rich. It's just one giant fucking book study of my journey through this book. This is what I did instead of going to college, okay? I didn't want to spend money on college. The truth be told, I'm not that smart. I'm not a book smart guy. Now, it's funny because you come in my house and I have a library. I know a lot of smart people, they ain't got a library. Mine's filled. Why? I had to self-educate. And I talk about this all the time. We can train ourselves. Human beings are one of the few animals that can train themselves to do almost anything, okay, within reason. And this book helped equip me mentally. Here's what we see going on right now. As I've been riffing through the 10 pillars of success, if you've ever got a book from me, you know it starts, how you think is everything, decide upon your true dreams and goals, take massive action, never stop learning, be persistent, work hard, focus your time, focus on the big picture, think outside the box, deal and communicate effectively with people, and number 10, take full responsibility. Now, in the last video, I said number 1 and 10 combined basically sum up the whole thing. That's true. But the others kind of help us because they give us bullet points. Meaning, see the big picture. Right now, there's a stock market correction. You know the beautiful thing about a stock market correction is it shows all the weak motherfuckers, right? It shows all of your weaknesses. Because right now, you're like, oh, my account balance used to be $20,000 higher. Oh, poor me. Now, here's the funny thing, dude. You're going to go through fucking hundreds of these in your life. You better get your shit right and get fucking used to them. You're going to go through hundreds of them. And if you think that you're so fucking smart that somehow you're going to avoid every downdraft and make money, fuck you. Ain't going to happen unless you're a unicorn. You're a rare human being. So in other words, you better get used to it. Guess what? It fucking rains. Guess what? Tornadoes come. Guess what? People get sick in your family. Welcome to the fucking adult world. So some people are new to investing. And if you're right now fucking sad, or oh, big time, or what about my account, you better get your shit together. Because this is adult fucking life. This is called investing. Hello, 2003 dot-com crash. 2008 housing crash. Everyone that didn't sell didn't lose shit because it came back and went up more. So what should you have done in the crash? 1, not have a limited fucking mindset. You should have took your ass to work, scrounged, sold shit, and did what you had to do to get money to invest in yourself. There's only 4 things you can invest in. Yourself, right? A business, meaning you go out here and start a business, a restaurant, dry cleaners. Most people aren't going to do that. Matter of fact, that's probably the worst idea for most people because you don't have the ability to do it. You're not an entrepreneur. Guess what? That's called a fucking skill set, being an entrepreneur, okay? You can't just put that shit on Instagram and now you're an entrepreneur. Not how it works. So we can invest in ourselves. We can invest in a business. That also could be the stock market. That's how all of us can be entrepreneurs. We can be investors. You can live like Warren Buffett. Take your money and put it in companies. Why do people panic? Because you don't really think you own a company. You're just looking at your account balance and your mind is fucking weak. And you live in a world of scarcity. So the slightest little move and you turn into a bitch and want to sell everything because your mind is not strong. That's truth. And that's what your financial advisor won't tell you. He won't look right at you and say, stop acting like a bitch and get out of my office. You need to get your shit together. This is when you have to be strong. Your kingdom is under attack and you need to do something fucking about it. Now, along the way, you could have done some things. What is something you could have done right now? Here's an idea. Don't own all tech stocks. Is that complicated? I say this all the time. You need to own some boring ass Ford. Oh, hello, oil stocks. Oil stocks have gone straight up. Guess what I'm harvesting profits in right now? Oil stocks. Why? See the big fucking picture. So when oil stocks were cheap and nobody wanted to own them, guess what I wanted to buy? Oil stocks. So guess what I'm harvesting now to buy the tech stocks that you motherfuckers are selling? Oil stocks. Woo! Big fucking rotation. Big grown-up finance right there, right? Buy shit on sale, sell it into strength, take the money from the strength, and buy shit on sale. Mind-blowing. That is mind-blowing to a lot of people. What I just described to you, I know it's hard to believe, it's called a fucking skill set. You have to develop that. It's not hard. It's not hard, and you're not going to be perfect. I'm not even saying I'm great at it, but I do it. I manage my own money. Pillar number 10, take full responsibility. So if you get caught, I just did a podcast. I do 2 podcasts. One's called the Money Flow Trading Society. It's on Spotify, right? Don't let this confuse you. It seems to confuse people. And the other's on Apple iTunes called The Science of Getting Rich, and they're different things. One is me kind of talking about the markets, and one is me talking about the mindset that you need to operate inside of the markets, or an entrepreneur, or dad, or family member. Like, that's what this book is about. Helping everyone. Hello, Dad. You want to be a good dad? Get some fucking money so you can send your kids to a good school. Pay for them to do sports. Like, put them through college without debt. There's a fucking idea. Here's something your parents could have done for you. Paid for your college so you didn't go in fucking debt. I don't know. But then that would have required forward thinking. That would have required a fucking plan. You would have to sit down and map that shit out. And that's what my book, You Don't Have to Die Broke, is. You don't accidentally get rich. Shit's on purpose. Let me say again. You don't accidentally get rich, bro. It's on purpose. Meaning the people who pursue riches are the ones that get rich. And those who don't. They just sit home and bitch about how unfair it is. But they never pursued it. See? They never pursued it. The book says that if you do things in a certain way, like math, you'll get rich. So if you put money every week, S&P 500, first bill you pay, what if you changed your life in the very first fucking bill, before you ate, before you made your car payment, before you paid your fucking visa, before you did anything, you invested? You tell me, you be honest right now, me and you, it's just me and you here, bro, ain't nobody else here. Where would you be right now if you implemented what I just said 5 years ago? Let's be even more honest. What if you just did what I just said 10 years ago and you held yourself to it? What if you had the strength, the courage to hold yourself to a fucking standard, a path, a direction, and you said, I'm not deviating no matter what? Check this out. Chapter 8. Thinking at a certain... You want to be a good trader, good investor? Stop reading stock books and read this book, okay? This game right now is mindset. There were people who bought Tesla at 900. Now it's 600. And they're like, man, I should sell this. I need to sell this. And a guy like me steps in and goes, this is my chance to get in Tesla. The same fucking stock at the same price. What is the difference? What's the difference? You thought it was a good company at 900. Now at 600, it's not good and you want to get out. But I'm looking at it as a way to get in. See, in order for markets to go up, they got to go down. It's called the 4 stages of price movement. I teach this every Sunday, 9 a.m. on YouTube most of the time, and always on Instagram, okay? It's called the 4 stages of price movement. And this is how markets move. Markets correct. And so right now, if this correction worried you, it's because you're fucking weak. I'm just going to be real with you. Like, you need to get your shit together. Someone is telling you. And so if you felt like, oh, fix that shit. Like, go fix it. And they say, well, and this is when I get, well, I have all my money in there. Okay, can we fix your limited fucking mindset? And I was saying this on my podcast today. Listen, you don't have $20? And the guy says, well, yeah, I have $20. Why don't you buy 1 share of blah, blah, blah? Meaning you have a $20 stock in your account. Once you put $20 in, buy 1 share. There's no cost. Oh, you can't be fucking bothered. It's not enough for you to actually, repetition is the mother of skill. See, the universe, you're pushing your intent. So let's say, well, I don't have much to play right now. You don't have $1. Meaning you can't play at all. So because you can't play at some arbitrary level that you made up in your mind, you just decided, fuck it, I'm not even going to practice. I'm not in this for the whole lifetime. I'm going to just sit and cry about my little balance. Oh, no, it came down. It's going to come down 100,000 fucking times. Hello. You're going to go through correction after correction after correction unless you what? you punk out and get out of the market. Come on, man. Some of you guys, big, grown, tough men, get in the stock market and act like little girls. Come on, man. It's sad. It really is sad. Just pull up a fucking hit, like, I don't know. Pull up, just pretend like you got your shit together. Pull up the thing and just sit down tonight and YouTube the history of the stock market. Just YouTube it. Man, when coronavirus hit, you know how many people I said that almost looked like they changed their mind on real estate? Are you out of your fucking mind? You let one event, one thing happen, and it changed your blueprint, it changed your path. One event, one crisis, one wall, one war, and all of a sudden you begin to change your mind. You know what that is? That's called exposure, bro. You want to be a king? Guess what? You're going to fight. You want to be a king? You're going to fight. That's what kings do. That's what happens when you run a kingdom. Other motherfuckers want to take it. And so if you have money right now, there's a wall, there's a huge force of people. Kids, wives, friends, relatives, stores, credit cards, new shiny objects, your own personal fucking weakness. Everything wants your money. And you're willing to put it in everything on planet Earth but you. See, some people will spend their money on anything but investing because they absolutely, at the end, don't want to have their own money. They do everything. They live their entire life to give it all away. And their life proves it. It's just fucking evidence. How much do you have invested? And you say, well, not much. There you go. You live your life to be a fucking milk cow, to give it all away. No control. You don't want to invest in you. There's no excuse. Listen, right now, you don't have a fucking brokerage account? Bullshit. No excuse. You need to fucking get your shit together. And that's why I can't be a financial advisor. Get the fuck out of my office. Like, I wouldn't listen to it, man. I can't take it. I can't take men acting like that, man. Get your shit together. It takes courage to be an investor or be a trader. And guess what? Sometimes you're going to mess it up. And you're going to get on the other side of the trade. And you know what determines whether you keep doing this for the rest of your life is how you handle adversity. Let me let you know something. You know how you become the heavyweight champion of the world? You get punched in the face. And if you don't like getting punched in the face because your constitution is too weak or soft, then you don't get rich. Welcome to the world of normal. And go look at your friends. Go look at your family. Yeah, we love them, but they're all broke. Everyone watching this video right now is fucking broke. And you know it. And I know it. And I'm broke. We don't have enough money. And the people that run this world, they got it all. They cornered it. And they control us. They're pushing shit around. Right? You got to go to them to get your money. Can I take a vacation? Hey, can I constantly asking, can you? And until the day that you have enough resources to provide for yourself, you'll always be asking another man for something. And you say, well, not me, man. I got pride. Cool, then live poor. There's a lot of people with pride. They're broke. Did we just go too deep? Did the sell-off scare you? Are you going to be okay? Can you manage it? Guess what? There's going to be another one next year. On average, there's 1 to 2, 10 to 15% corrections. On average, there's 20% correction a year. Can you handle it? Do you have it in you? Do you have what it takes? Do you? See, your financial advisor will ask you that. They'll give you a little form to fill out, ask about it, risk tolerance. What he should do is reach across the thing, grab you by the shirt and say, listen, do you have your shit together? Do you understand how the stock market works? Can you hold it together when it goes against you? Most men can't. That's why we got to read this book, The Science of Getting Rich. So, focus on the big picture. The big picture, market's correct. Big picture, did you own stocks in different sectors? Big picture, did you put on any protection as short? No. Why? Go learn about these things, right? So what is it? Pillar number 4, never stop learning. That's that right there. Never stop learning, right? So we got to learn. We got to learn. What could I have done in this correction? So instead of crying about your account balance, go back and look and see, guess what? You own the same shares, dude. You own the same amount of that company. Everyone that owns those shares came down. It's not just you. It's everyone. Okay, so what? It goes back up over time. 70% of the time, the U.S. stock market goes up. It goes up and up and up and up and up. And guess what's going to happen now? We're going to break through highs and we're going to keep fucking going. And it's going to do that your entire fucking life. Go look at history. Right? But if you live your life for some great correction coming, and I might lose the little bit of fucking money that you have, that little bit of money that you're all worried about, you need to invest that shit and go get more. And then more, and then more, and then more. And you just keep that. That's the universe. It's constantly expanding. If you burn down a forest, it doesn't sit and fucking cry. It grows back bigger. Why? Because that's how the universe survives. That's how the strong survive, right? They get hit with adversity to come back. How many times did Donald Trump bankrupt out? And you got people crying like little bitches because their stock account went down. Oh, come on, man. Everyone's stock account went down. Elon Musk lost a lot more money than you did. And you're crying about your 3 shares to Tesla. Fuck out of here. You need to go buy 3 more. Brings that price down. Next correction, 3 more, brings that price down. Next correction, 3 more, brings that price down. Next correction, 3 more. What happens in 10 years? You do what I just said. Man, go back in your life. You started this shit. What I'm saying. You do what I'm saying. When you're 18 years old, when you're my age, you're rich as fuck. Oh, We didn't think about that. We didn't think like, I want to get rich as fuck. How could I do that? What if you thought that? What if you thought that? And what if you began to make a plan right now on that? See, and you went and got your shit together. Cleared your debts. Got your money right. Right? You got your investments knocked out. You know, don't be investing when you have debt, dude. Go pay off the debt. There's people who disagree with me. Listen, if this whole little recent run up, instead of buying stocks running up, you'd have been paying off your debt. And let's say you just finished paying off your debt and now the market's come down. That's what happened to me. I paid off my house. And just as I was finishing paying off my house, I no longer had a mortgage. Huge stock market correction. Guess what I have? A bunch of fucking money because I didn't have any debt, no mortgage, no car payments, nothing. And I'm making like $12,000 a month and I got no debt. So guess what Gerald's doing? I'm buying $1,000 to $2,000 a week in stocks. And then back then the bear markets would last longer. Just banging it every week. While everybody else is crying, I'm buying. Oh, guess what? I had some up here too. I did. So I'm just buying. When the correction comes, boom, within a short order of time, I was already back to even. See, as you buy shares down here, it doesn't have to get back to where it was to get you even. It's less. So if we just get back to where we were, you're going to have more money than you did. Let me say that again. If you buy shares down here in the companies that you liked up here, when we come back, you're going to have more money than you did when you were there. So if you like that account balance so much that you're crying about, why don't you put some more in so that you have more in that account when you get up to there? Or are you operating in fear? Oh, so scary. Is that what it is? Man, I got dudes follow me on Instagram. They were about to buy a house. And then COVID hit. Oh, I can't buy a house now. So they didn't buy the house. I got this other dude that follows me. That motherfucker bought 4 houses during COVID. I watch these other dudes, big tough dudes, work out. Scared, little virus, can't even see it, they're scared. They didn't buy shit. This dude bought 4 fucking houses. Now we're coming out of COVID, and who do you think's on top? The guy that was scared is like, well, I don't want to be careful, I don't want to lose my money. And he held his money and he didn't buy the house. And the guy, my buddy, bought 4. This guy bought shit. So now they're coming out, guess what? Now the coast is clear. Those deals aren't there. Everything's good now. So you sit around waiting for everything to be good, you're going to be fucking broke your whole life. If you're waiting for it to be good and easy, this is why it takes takes courage, because you're buying in the absence, you're trying to act in the absence of fear. You're trying to buy when other people are selling. That's what that means, to be greedy when other people are fearful, means you walk into fear. You have to have courage. Now, if you didn't have courage this week, and you're like, well, I don't have any money, well, stop. Why you got your bucket so fucked up? How come you don't have cash savings? You don't have an emergency fund? I'm not saying you put the whole thing in there, but maybe you could put a little bit. Why not? Why not? Because you're scared. That's why. You don't believe in it. That's why. And then once you do that, and things get back to normal, what do? You stop putting in the market, beef that emergency fund back up, go about what you were doing. Oh, but I thought we were playing to improve your life. I was talking about mine. Get the buckets right. Corrections expose your weakness. That's what I'm trying to say. And ask yourself, how did you respond when it happened? I put on a short position in the NASDAQ. Not that big. Obviously now I wish it was bigger. I didn't think the magnitude of the sell-off in the penny stocks and biotechs would be as strong as it was, but it was. It is what it is. But one thing that makes me feel better, it was all of them, not just one of them. That was mean. That's just massive rationality. It wasn't one stock, it's all stocks. So that makes me want to actually own more of them. Where you might be thinking, oh no, I'm thinking, oh yeah. Oh, but I'm playing a big picture. I'm down the road. I forgot. You're playing for this week. But you wanted to be short. You wanted to have a hedge, right? Don't play the VIX. Come on, man. That's gambling. I mean, you can, but if you want to create hedges, you want to use, like, I went to the SQQ, I shorted the NASDAQ. So that position is on. I already took 10% of it off to buy Peloton, Stamps, and one other stock. And so as that thing short went on, I would downsize the short, just like I do trades. I downsize it as it moves up. I sell into strength. I sell into strength. That's what you want to do. I want to sell my short into strength, okay? Now, shorts are handled a little different in that we will take them off. It's not like a stock. Stock, I want to sell in strength. I want to buy in weakness. I don't necessarily want to buy. I might. Maybe the sell-off's not over. Maybe guess what? Maybe this week I want to build up that short position. We'll see. We'll see how the week plays out. We pull back to the 20 and things still look unshady or shit. Maybe I double it. Maybe I triple the size of my short position, right? That's an option. You need to learn how to do shorts. What is that? Never stop learning, okay? Keep it simple, though. Another thing I do is I cut 2 team members. Bam. I just sell 2 stocks. Why? It gives me a little money. It's just what I do. Or cut several in half. Cut them in half. Don't make the shit complicated. You need some fucking money. So sell a couple stocks. You don't sell all your stocks. You're going to ride some down. Oh, also, you're going to have stocks in different sectors. So while I'm short the Qs, I'm long oil stocks big time. So I'm taking money off of that to buy these stocks that came in, right? Oh, diversity. Hello. So we got diversity. We got shorting the market, right? What else do we got? Position sizing, right? Keep the stocks small. Penny stocks should be half or less of a regular position, meaning I'd rather own a lot less of a penny stock than I want to own a bunch more of Facebook. That's just thing. And so let's say you mess that up. Well, you now learn. Now this is the learning time, right? Use this opportunity to learn. And so instead of crying, you're like, what did I get out of this? Should have been more diversified. Should have owned some oil stocks. Should have bought them when they were lower. Should have put on a short. Okay, cool. Should have cut 1 or 2 stocks maybe. Like, now's the time that you formulate the blueprint for the next 100 corrections you're going to have in your future, right? And you write that down. A life worth living is a life worth recording. And so now we use this as a learning lesson. When you get beaten in a fight and you lose a football game, you watch the film over and over and over and over. Go watch the film, King. Go watch the film. What could you have done better? Not to be perfect, but what could you have done to minimize? Maybe there's nothing. Maybe you did everything right. One of the things that I've been saying on my Instagram story last few weeks is I'm pushing money into what? What was I buying? Utilities. They barely went down. Why? Because they had already bottomed. So I'd been buying utilities. What was I saying? I was trying to get 25 G's into utilities. Why? Because the market was coming down, okay? The market seemed a little overextended, so I was putting a lot of money into these things that were undervalued. Now, they haven't really gotten going. I thought they'd get going and offset, and they haven't. But they are now moving up. AAP broke out above the 20, and we see Pepsi breaking out, Procter & Gamble. We got Exxon up there. So we have resources. We have a bank to draw from to put in these ones that went down. And we're going to keep playing this money flow game, if you have my book, as we go forward for the rest of our life. That's it, guys. I don't keep babbling on. We've been going 23 minutes. We're working our way through the 10 pillars of success, trying to drop a video every day. I'll try not to keep them too long-winded. God bless.